So thank you so much to everybody. My name is Luis Ramirez. I'm actually head of DevRel at Gear Foundation. It's a non-profit company that worked on the technology behind Vara Network and Gear EXE. I'll explain what is this, but first I would like to introduce myself, Luis Ramirez. I'm from Mexico and I work here with developers focusing on teaching technology, but mainly understanding their ideas and bringing real projects into the blockchain ecosystem. Well, uh, I started my journey in the blockchain ecosystem years ago, building solutions because my background is technical. Then I like to understand how the technology works, but also create different kind of applications to provide value to the society. And in this transition, I start my journey with the Gear Foundation when I realized that the ecosystem, as we know in that moment, I am saying like 5 years ago, it was growing in the smart contracts technology about Ethereum, Polkadot, and other technologies. But in this transition, the improvements of the technology were really important to grow all the ecosystem as we know it nowadays. But in that moment of time, um, the features that the blockchains in that moment were not like the best because we were facing different problems in terms of adoption and Gear started this movement like using new technology like Rust, WebAssembly, and bringing different technical elements like actual model, persistent memory, all this together to bring a new solution to the blockchain ecosystem that enable parallel processing for blockchain. This is something really interesting because it's a new proposal. It's something new that we have. It's up and running. It's Vara Network, the layer one, using this technology. And mainly we're focusing not only in improving the technology, speed, security, but also, and more important one, to provide the tools to the developers so they can develop easy their applications on top of Vara Network. Then if you have an idea or if you want to grow scalable, secure solutions, uh, solving real use cases, Vara Network is the option, the best option for you to build. What is different between Vara Network and other blockchains? Well, mainly like we are really focusing on user experience. We provide different features like avoiding signing the transaction every time that you interact with the blockchain. Also, avoiding that the user can pay tokens for the gas fees. We know that this is one of the biggest problems so far. It's necessary, of course. Somebody needs to pay this, but developers can implement solution using reverse gas model. So you can pay it upfront, and the end user, they don't need to care about this. They only use the application, and you create a business model around this. So this is really powerful because we are bringing these features to the developers and end users so they can interact with blockchain without understanding that it's blockchain. I guess this is one of the biggest challenges that we're facing in the blockchain ecosystem. So basically, this is Vara Network. And so feel free to send me a message if you want to know more about technical stuff or other information related ambassadors or events that we are doing. But I guess that in this section, in this part, it's enough. Maybe you want to, you have a specific question for me?
Yeah, I think yeah, guys, if you have some questions, although I have some myself, yeah, feel free to drop it or drop it in the chat. Yeah, so Luis, I probably might have missed it, but can you like explain if Vara is like, is it a layer one or a layer two? How is it set up? Is it built on other chains or
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Vara Network is a layer one. It's built on top of Substrate, which is a modular framework to create blockchains. Basically, we can understand this like a way to create blockchain based on modules. In Substrate, we call it pallets. Then, if you want to create a blockchain using one specific consensus mechanism like proof of work or proof of stake, you decide your pallets. If you want to add some specific features about security, about encryption, about um, networking, about security, you have different options to choose. Then Vara is based on Substrate, but something interesting is that the founder of Vara Network, Nikolai Bov, was part of Faraday when this framework was built years ago. So Nikolai understood that in order to bring a new solution to the ecosystem, it was necessary to improve the self framework, changing some specific internal elements, like for example the smart contract palettes. Then we have a special smart contract palettes. That's why we use Rust, because we want to provide a secure infrastructure and secure way to create smart contracts for the developers. Then it's pure Rust. If you understand C, C++, Java, or some other programming language like this, understanding Rust is going to be easier. But something interesting here, like you don't need to be an expert on Rust to build smart contracts on Vara, because like we provide an easy API, then it's really easy the transition. Also, I talk about this layer one called Vara. It's like scalable and secure, but also enables the parallel processing to the blockchain. Internally, this is a little bit complex, like implementation of all this, actual model, persistent memory, integrating different technologies together to bring this into the ecosystem. Internally, it's a challenge, but the developers, they don't need to care about this stuff, because it's ready to use. You just need to use the API, and you will have exponential applications that will be really scalable and secure. Then this is something really important, like comparing with other solutions, that it will be really easy to build, but not only easy, also really powerful, because you are using one of the best programming language so far in the ecosystem. Rust is really powerful programming language in terms of security, and it's compatible with WebAssembly. This is a technology that enables to build in many programming languages. It's compatible with more of 20 programming languages, and then basically, if you understand one of these programming languages, you can build uh, a binary. You can generate a binary in WebAssembly. So far, Vara is compatible with Rust and AssemblyScript, but depending on the community and the efforts that we can do together, it's possible to generate an API in other programming languages, so we can bring more and more developers into the platform.
Yeah, because I think the last time we talked, I mentioned that Ross is not really that big yet, at least here in the Philippines. So, what would you suggest if ever there's like a developer wanting to build on Vara but not really that well versed in Rust yet? So I think I saw something somewhere in your documentation that there are alternatives probably that they might check to build smart contracts or build on top of Vara in general.
Yeah, it's really important to mention that, for example, if you are an initial developer and you don't understand very well about blockchain, and you're just starting in your journey, we have Academy. The Academy is the place that you can start from scratch, learning basic concepts in blockchain, and also growing in the time, building a more complex solution. If you are already a Rust developer, for example, we have different templates that can help you to boost your application. Like for example, ERC20 for creating fungible tokens, NFTs, standard, supply chain, um, oracles. You have many templates that you can download, modify, and upload into the blockchain. So you can create really fast applications based on our templates. This is just the beginning because also we are building technology based on AI. So you can create your projects based on a prompt. This is so far something that we have in beta version. Soon we will release this tool so the developers can start with a prompt, creating smart contracts, and of course updating according their needs. But yeah, there are many resources that developers can use in order to learn and build applications on top of Vara.
All right. So I'm guessing that because I saw there's a sales JS, gears JS. I'm guessing that Rust is not really a hard requirement, but probably it's like a better tool probably. But if you're not yet ready to take on Rust, yeah, we have gears or sales. That's
Oh,
right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let me clarify about this because it's important.
Sure.
Like, if you're building an application in blockchain, you have different components, right? Like the architecture. The backend, you can use the programming language that support the smart contracts. For example, in Solidity, you use in EVM-based chains like Ethereum, you use Solidity or Byters. And in order to deploy your smart contract, you need an EVM, right? It's your virtual machine. Okay. Here in Vara, if you want to build a smart contracts, you need Rust. And in order to deploy and execute transactions and all this, you need a virtual machine. Here is a WebAssembly virtual machine. Okay, so now we understand this is on the backend side, right? But in order to interact with the smart contracts, you need the front end side. And then we have tools that you can interact, like, for example, you mentioned the Gear.js and also some other libraries that we have. These are JavaScript libraries, basically, that interact with the RPC on the blockchain side. Then if you want to create smart contracts, you use Rust. If you want to interact with these smart contracts, you use these libraries in JavaScript and TypeScript, basically.
Okay, got it, got it. Yeah, yeah. So pretty much similar. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the likes of ethers. Yeah, so probably that's
Yeah,
a good analogy.
yeah, exactly. Like Ether.js or Web3.js is basically what we have here as here.js, like the library on the front end side to communicate with the RPC. Basically, it's just.
Yeah. Actually, I'm quite curious of how the ecosystem looks like in Vara Network. So is there like
Yeah.
um apps that you would like to showcase or probably that you might ask us to check on? Yeah. So yeah. So using
Sure,
the
sure.
features or yeah the strengths of Vara, what apps
Absolutely,
are there?
absolutely. Let me share some examples of applications that we have. And also you can check in the website in the section of the ecosystem, all the integrations that we have and the applications that we have running on testnet and also on mainnet. Let me tell you, for example, in terms of DeFi, something really important for any blockchain ecosystem, staking protocols, liquid staking protocols, lending and borrowing, etc. We have applications like Guardian Protocol, like Bstreet, and other also DEXs and AMMs that are working with Vara. But this is just like the DeFi, something really important for any blockchain. But like it's a general blockchain, like you can create smart contracts to solve any kind of use case. You can find, for example, Gaia EcoTrack. This is a really interesting project that works with the energy, basically tokenize the energy into the blockchain to generate a new business model to the participants. So if they were doing this like by themselves, nothing happens here because we need a volume to provide a new a strategy to provide a new value to these people that are working with energy generators and devices. But Gaia provides this interesting infrastructure built on top of Vara Network. So any participant can be involved in the whole ecosystem, and then you can gain because of you can resell the energy in the platform or many other features. We have games, like for example, in the past we have launched games also even in Telegram, mini apps, like we can interact just clicking on Telegram application, and you will um, use these games. But we have different use cases, but something really interesting is that in the upcoming months, we will have new applications because we are connecting Vara Network to Ethereum through a bridge. And then once this is activated in mainnet, we will have more and more use cases that are ready to deploy in Vara. So just stay in touch and you will know what is coming into the ecosystem.
Cool. We'll definitely check out these applications. Maybe just moving on a little bit on the side. I'm curious if like in the future, are you going to support EVM or other virtual machines in Vara? Is that something that's in the roadmap
Okay.
or?
Yep. Yeah, currently it's not in the roadmap to support TBM. Like you can bring your Solidity smart contracts and deploy in Vara. Not in this way, but we have something really interesting that you will love if you are an Ethereum developer, because we are working now in a technology called Gear EXE. Gear EXE is the centralized computer network that boosts the development in Ethereum. This basically means that if you are an Ethereum developer and you want to scale your applications in a better way without fragmenting, like using layer twos, you need to create an account, an external account, you need to get tokens of this new layer two, and they are solving the computing processing, sending in the off-chain servers and getting back the result to Ethereum, right? Well, GearExe is basically this layer where developers can use in order to boost their applications in Ethereum, but using this engine that we have in Vara Network, like the ones that provide the parallel processing. Then you just need to send your transactions to the GearExe network, and the result will be returned to an Ethereum smart contract. This will bring to the ecosystem uh, lower gas fees and faster transactions. So it's not a blockchain, which is something important. It's a decentralized compute network. Then you don't need to create an account. You don't need to worry about fragmenting the ecosystem and having another wallet, and also no, you don't need to worry about this. Then it's gonna be really something really interesting because we're gonna use the same technology that we use in Vara, ROS, WebAssembly, signless transaction, payless transaction, all this to make a better user experience for the developers focus on Ethereum. This is the way that we are interconnecting Vara, the engine, with Ethereum through a new technology called GearExe.
Yeah, very interesting. Yeah. I'll have a read that later. Yeah, guys. So, do you have any questions? And also, I think you just ended your hackathon for Vara? Is that like a regional hackathon or is that a global hackathon?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember we had a conversation 2 months ago about like having this conversation with your community. I was in a hackathon. We were finishing our hackathon in Mexico, but it was a global hackathon. Okay, it
Mm.
means like sorry, give me 1 sec to put this here again. Okay. Yeah, we just finished this hackathon and we had teams participating in different countries like Colombia, India, Spain, Mexico, locally, but also globally. Then it was really interesting to see like the community building applications in different countries, trying to solve different use cases. We are gonna still working on this direction. Now our focus is to have more, provide more resources and opportunities to South America in Latin, in Argentina, but also we are working in different other countries, like for example, in India, in Spain, in India, Spain, China. With we have representative official people in these countries, then yes, just stay tuned because we are gonna have more hackathons in the next months.
All right. I think you answered my next question. Yeah, so yeah, we'll look forward
Yes.
to, yeah, probably hopefully someone from the Philippines could, yeah, also build on Vara, and yeah, we're looking forward on that. Yeah, so how
Yeah, yeah,
about,
absolutely.
because yeah, thanks for that, Luis. Yeah, so right now, yeah, in terms of like opportunities, what opportunities are there for, yeah, in Vara? Do you have like, are you looking for ambassadors, whether technical or non-technical? Yeah, so feel free to share if you're looking for some
Uh,
talents or.
yes, yes, this is a good question. Because but Vara Network is decentralized community. It means we are working not only on the technical side, but we are working also about the community. You can check our website. For example, we have Vara Arts. It's a movement that we generate with artists. Then in different parts of the world, there's people that are really genius about creating something physical or digital. They collaborate with us to bring these opportunities in blockchain. We have Vara Edu, which is a collaboration with different universities. So we can start this training about blockchain from scratch. And after the time, they can generate new solutions in blockchain. And also, of course, we have our ambassador program. This is basically for those people that wants to interact with blockchain in different perspectives, like arts, like technical, like translating documents, and you can engage in this. You only need to go to the Vara Network website. It's vara.network, and you will find a section for ambassadors. And you would need to apply and just fill a form to send information about you and tell us why you want to become a Vara ambassador. And you will be really, really engaged with the project if you like the blockchain, if you like to learn, because this is something really important to share with the community. We're not meme coin builder platform, to be honest. You can build if you want, of course, but we are more focused on bringing new real solutions to the ecosystem long term. So anybody that builds on top of Vara, they will have the capabilities and all the features that blockchain provides to the ecosystem: immutability, permissionless, resistant to any kind of blocking for the government or this kind of things that it happens in the normal web. Then yeah, please join us, and you will learn a lot with us. We will learn also together about building a better ecosystem.
Cool. There you go, guys. So I think I posted the link as well for those looking or at least wanting to check on the community of Vara Network, or specifically to those that would like to learn how to be like get involved in the Vara Network. Just curious, Luis. Yeah. So is Philippines a country that's in your map in terms of like talents or builders at the moment? So just you can be um be very honest with us. Yeah. So is Philippines
Yeah,
something that
okay, Mira, look, yes, it's important this because as I mentioned, we have people working in Gear Foundation in different countries, like in Mexico, in Argentina, in US, Spain, India, and China. What it means, like we are working pretty close with the community in these countries to provide information about the technology and also follow up all these strategies. But it doesn't mean that we only work on this country because it's a decentralized technology, right? So we have, for example, ambassadors in many other countries, and also we have built projects in, for example, Japan. We have Turi. It's a platform that creates a new way of tourism, decentralized, based on blockchain. Then what is the fast answer to this question is that we are open to collaborate with Philippines, of course. We don't have nothing yet so far. Like, for example, this is the first participation that we have with your community, and I'm really excited to talk with you guys and share all this that we are doing with the global community. It depends on you, to be honest. Like, for example, if you see this project interesting for your community, if you want to have more AMAs or workshops, or maybe we can organize a hackathon, of course we can analyze like this kind of activities, and we can check. We are open, of course.
yeah, we'll definitely work towards that because yeah, Gear and Vara has some like really cool stuff going on. And yeah, so thank you for yeah giving your time today or tonight. Yeah, it's a really good kumbaga, or sorry, it's a really good start to have this conversation, and probably looking forward to more of these, and probably hackathons and more workshops in the future so we can yeah add more value to your ecosystem, right? So yeah guys, so if anyone has questions, yeah, feel free to drop it in the chat. If not, then I'll ask Luis to invite you all to join their community and have a check on what they're doing and building in Gear and Vara.
Yeah,
I
sure.
think
Well, first of all, thank you so much, everybody, for sharing your time with us. If you want to be part of this movement, just let us know. Like, we can do something together. Let me know if you are interested into growing with Vara. In what way? Like ambassador, a builder. You have an idea? Just let us know, and we are always open to start this conversation.
all right. I think yeah, probably some of the questions have been answered already. But if there's any that may follow after this call, I'll forward it to you, Luis. So again, thank you so much.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Thank you so much, everybody. Then I hope to see you again.
Yeah. See you around. And yeah, I'll definitely yeah plug you on the Telegram for anything that may come up. And yeah, let's work on future collaboration. Pat, do you have anything to
Absolutely.
wrap this up?
Thank you, Louis. We learned a lot about Vara, how such a groundbreaking blockchain platform it could be to power our next Web3 apps. So, Sir Mark, can we have a photo op with Louis?
Ah, sure, yeah. Good thing you mentioned it. So guys, if any one of you is not shy enough, let's have a virtual photo op to as a remembrance of this first ever yeah Vara workshop in the Philippines.
Yeah, that would be really nice.
Hey guys, don't be shy. Show your beautiful, handsome faces. All right. Where's Julius? Julius. Tito Julius. How do you say uncle in Mexico? Is it also Tito or because probably we share some common
Probably,
language, right? How do you say uncle
yeah, but what
in
word?
Mexico? Uncle? Like uncle,
Tio.
auntie. Oh, Tio, yeah. In Philippines we
Yeah,
call it
yeah, Tio,
Tito.
Tia. Yeah,
All right.
Tito. Okay. It sounds like, yeah.
All right, wait, let me grab my screenshot app. All right, so have a good smile, guys. 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3. All right. Thank you again, Luis, and hope it's not the
Thank
last
you.
activity we have. Yeah. So looking forward to work again with you.
I hope
Cheers,
so. Thank you
man.
so much for the invitation and
Have
your
a good
time.
time there in
Yep.
China.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you so much.
Bye
Yep.
for now.